I had my kids in my early 20s, 3 of them that I know about, and early 20s. It's not as common these days to have your kids when you are that young. All the other mums are like 10, 15, maybe 20 years older than me, and I never really felt like I fitted in. And the first time when my daughter first started kindy, it was a really nervous time for me. Not because we had to trust this complete stranger to look after our little angel, or because the little angel bit us and kicked us every morning because she didn't want to go to kindy, but because I knew that I had to meet the parents. And some of them are borderline psycho. Some of them are scary as. And we had a self-appointed social group leader, and she decided we all needed to do a get-together so we could all find out and become friends. And then there was a spokesperson, and the spokesperson decided we're all going to a 70s tribute music festival. That's what my parents listened to. What if someone saw me there? That's embarrassing. Anyway, my husband was just as impressed as I was about the idea. And I said to him, look, this is our one chance that we get for a first impression. One chance. All we have to do is act normal. Anyway, on the day, I decided to wear a Red Hot Chili Peppers white shirt, a short leather skirt and some boots. I wanted to give the impression I was hip, cool, had it all together for the other mums. And in hindsight, I did just look like the teenager that had come to babysit. But we got to the festival, and the group had decided to be the furthest away from the stage. And there was a group of mums, and they were just in a circle, just doing the sidestep clap. And I'm thinking, I've got more than that. I've got way more moves than that. This could be my chance to really impress them, a great first impression, And so I joined the circle and I started. However, a few months before that, I'd given birth to our 3rd child and I was still breastfeeding. And all these intense dance movements had made my boobs leak. And my white shirt had become see-through. And so I realised this. Now, what happens, for those of you who don't know how the human milk machine works, if your baby isn't drinking the milk, it builds up, and then starts leaking out. And I knew this was going to happen for this festival, so I'd packed in my handbag a hand breast pump. And I went off behind a hot dog van. I took off my shirt, I put it out in the sun to dry, and I sat there and I pumped my boobs. If you had have asked me when I was 18, what do you think you'll be doing in 10 years? Sitting behind a hot dog van, half naked, pumping your boobs. It wasn't in the 10-year plan, So, and meanwhile, I was extremely busting. I was so busting for the toilet. However, this was the priority. So I was like, let's get the job done. I'll be right. Now, most of us can mentally calculate how long our bladder takes to fill up before it starts spilling over, right? Those of you that haven't given birth to 3 children, they're really confident in the way that they... in the ability to be able to hold on. I'd clearly underestimated my ability, and I also didn't realise that there was going to be a long festival line for the toilets. As a result, there was a fair amount of pre-dribble in the underwear. Much more than was socially acceptable. I did my best to try and fix the issue, but they were beyond repair. I knew I was going to have to ditch the undies. And I'm thinking to myself, it is still daylight. This is no time to be pissing yourself. If you had have given me diarrhea, it just would have been the perfect trifecta in bodily leaks. Like it was everywhere, right? I shamefully left the Kenny Portaloo and went to my husband to explain the situation. And the fact was, because I was in a short skirt, I said to him, look, I'm not going to be able to dance anymore because I have no underwear on. Him, being the superhero that he is, went off behind a tree, took off his jeans, took off his Bonds tradie briefs, brought them back for me. Oh, yeah. And what a man. What a man. And can I just say, how good are men's underwear to dance in? Just the movement. Anyway, I joined that circle and I was confident and I busted out that many moves. I did the caterpillar, like the worm a lot. I did Beyonce. We weren't even listening to Beyonce. I was moving. I was impressing them. They were happy. We were having connection. And then my husband joined the dance circle. He got quite into it. It's still afternoon, still daylight. He got really quite into his dance moves and he was getting quite a lot of attention from the ladies. So he got better and bigger and in his movements. When it got to my Sharona, he did a bit of woo! On the woo, his legs went full Jackie Chan. He did a splits from standing. And he is not built for gymnastics. His size 38 jeans wear slim legs, complete blowout, gaping hole. Fruit basket sprawled out on the grass. The women shrieked and pointed. He did his best to protect his manhood, but the balls were coming out either side. He couldn't get up. My heart sunk. I'm thinking we're going to have to move schools. I'm going to have to move house, shave my head, get a new identity. There was, like, he had split the jeans in that many places. There was no way to hide his frankenbeans. When he stood up, everyone cheered. And the thing is, the best part about going out with people that were far more experienced and older and had been here for longer than me and were way better at fending for themselves, one of these ladies, in her massive handbag that she brought, had packed a sewing kit. She stitched him up and he had got another 6 hours of dancing out of those jeans. And I've learned from the best, so if anyone here is in a bit of a predicament, come and find me. Thank you. Enjoy your night.